Good morning. It's Friday, January 6th, 2023. This morning, I have maybe it's sort of a complicated theme to contemplate, so bear with me as I try to weave some things together. So I'd like to start with the idea that the soul may be the aspect of the self that incarnates into a physical life experience for the purpose of experience or learning. So, over the course of potentially many incarnations, perhaps ultimately the goal, it's not really a goal. I don't know how to express this. So, the idea is that the soul experiences totality. Imagine hundreds of lifetimes. And each lifetime involves certain themes of experience. With me so far? So I've been contemplating this idea of totality. And actually, if you are interested in the gene keys, this is represented by the 28th gene key. Totality is the gift. So it moves from the shadow of purposelessness to the gift of totality to the city of immortality. It's really interesting contemplation. And this gene key is prominent in my hologenetic profile. So what I've been contemplating along with this is the experience of heartbreak. And I've probably expressed on 33 North, 96 West, or maybe in some of my own contemplations before, like, I kind of have a sense looking back that my heart was broken early in life, like around age 7 or 8. And I sort of began to, I don't want to say like the cliche notion of putting walls up around the heart. It wasn't like that. It was more, I actually turned within and sort of focused there and sort of just didn't engage some aspects of the outside world for a while. That's an oversimplification of a series of phenomena. But anyway, you get the idea. But then after we don't need to talk about ages. At a certain point in my adulthood, I started to feel an opening up again to the outside world, to people, to experiences. And the experience of heartache snuck up on me again. I wasn't avoiding it. I also wasn't expecting it. And I also didn't really realize that that is what was happening to me when it was happening. It caught me off guard. So a few years ago, I kind of went into retreat or hermitage, if you will. It was like I'm going home for a while. And it, again, was this cycle of after having been out in the world and having had all these experiences, it's a turning within and synthesizing and healing and making sense of things. And my heartache wasn't just romantic. Actually, it was less romantic than it was more social disillusionment, a loss of idealism, professional disillusionment. It was a very complicated set of outer circumstances that inspired this retreat and this turning within and this reset time period for me. And it was just a really big deal and a delicious thing to say out loud, my heart is broken. Like, just to acknowledge that. Because I guess there's something in me that in response to certain experiences, it's like, I don't really want to make that claim. I don't want to, it's not that I wasn't feeling it. I was not giving the feelings form. I don't know. It's very complicated. So I've done the best I can here to try to articulate. But during this process of turning within again, as I did when I was younger, I've sort of made peace with a lot of situations and circumstances and relationships. Some relationships seem to maybe have been lost during this time. That's been challenging. I'm not sure. So, that gets complicated. But so putting this idea of heartache and heartbreak back into putting it within the theme of totality. Like, I can honestly say I wouldn't not experience that. So let me distill this. For me, heartache and heartbreak has been a part of the totality of experience and an invaluable one. I'm actually now really grateful for it. Ooh, yeah. So Richard Rudd also says that nothing can wound a healed heart. And I guess I'll just have to wait and test that idea out. There has been a lot of healing. I still feel hits and how do I say, like an emotional hit on my heart at times now. But it doesn't affect me the same way it did before this most recent healing and hermitage phase. So I guess I would say so far, it's not a wounding when I feel that emotion. It's more like, because I've had the experience of heartbreak, I know how to be in the experience of a similar emotional hit. And because I've cultivated that inner relationship again in an even stronger way with my inner being, I'll use those words, when I feel those hits, they affect me in a less sort of catastrophic way. It's like, okay, there's that. That's all right. It's you can kind of self-soothe, and so I think there are some good thoughts in there for I don't know. Let me know if you can relate to any of this. Some of these themes may make sense to you in your own experience. Yeah, so being totally alive means being human and being available to be hurt and to have experiences, painful experiences. And then being totally alive means being totally present for the realization of the ideas that the soul has intended for you in an incarnation. And that's different for everybody in each experience of life. Oh, wow. Well, if you hung in there with me for this one for 10 minutes. I appreciate you very much. I hope it was meaningful. It was certainly cathartic for me. So I'll leave it there, and I'll wish you all a very happy weekend, and I'll be recording again tomorrow. Ciao.